Hello friends. Welcome back to our channel. Now, two very big pieces of news have come in today. First, PM Modi has arrived in the US, where he received a grand welcome. Donald Trump will be hosted a special dinner for him at the White House. At the same time, after a long wait, President's rule has finally been imposed in the state of Manipur. Here, you can see the headline, President's rule imposed in Manipur. Now, I want to show you this short clip where you can see that PM Modi has finally arrived in the US. Now, if you are thinking, wow, what a grand welcome for PM Modi in the US, then yes, it's true. But here's the interesting part. As soon as PM Modi landed, Donald Trump made this post on Truth Social, his own social media platform. This is a very important post. In this post, Trump says, 3 great weeks. Meaning, ever since he became president again, these 3 weeks have been great for him. They might have been tense for the rest of the world, though. Then he says, perhaps the best ever. Meaning, these past 3 weeks have been the best. But today, he has the biggest announcement. Today is the big one, reciprocal tariffs. These two words, reciprocal tariffs, might worry many Indian investors. Reciprocal tariffs mean that if a country was imposing high tariffs on US products, for example, 50%, then the US will impose the same level of tariffs on that country's products. Suppose a country was charging 50% on American goods, while the US was charging only 10-20% in return. Now, Trump is saying, if you are charging 50% on us, then we'll charge 50% on you. Trump has previously called India the tariff king, so there is a possibility again. I am saying that PM Modi might talk to Trump and negotiate a trade deal so that both sides reduce tariffs. This is not specifically targeted at India. Any country in the world could be affected. And by the way, even after signing this document, the USA will assess each country on a case-by-case basis before deciding whether to impose tariffs. For now, I would say we have dodged a bullet. Nothing drastic happened where Trump, in anger, imposed tariffs on India. The situation is still largely under control. But, to be honest, if you look at this diplomatically, it would be quite odd for Trump to first welcome PM Modi, host a dinner for him at the White House, and then impose tariffs on India. But again, we are talking about Donald Trump. If you ask me to describe Donald Trump in one word, I would say unpredictable. Even Trump himself probably doesn't always know what he will do next. Then, however, India does have an advantage as our Prime Minister is very experienced. Many powerful people in the US government respect him. When one of the journalists asked about PM Modi, how is his character in terms of tariff negotiation? Then this was the reply given by the Donald Trump.
Mr. President, you spoke about Prime Minister Modi as a tough negotiator. Who was a tougher negotiator today and who has a better negotiating tactic when it comes to tariffs?
Oh, he's a much tougher negotiator than me, and he's a much better negotiator than me. There's not even a contest.
Another concerning visual emerged. When PM Modi arrived at the White House, Trump wasn't there to greet him. Usually, for leaders like Benjamin Netanyahu or any other president or prime minister, Trump stands outside to receive them. But this time, PM Modi got out of his car. A White House official greeted him, but Trump wasn't there yet. People began wondering, is Trump upset? Is he going to be strict with PM Modi after signing the reciprocal trade agreement? Is he angry? But as it turned out, Trump wasn't outside, he was waiting inside. And then, a different video surfaced where Trump warmly greeted Modi and said, I missed you.
Nice to see you again.
We missed you. We missed you a lot. Here's some of our friends.
After this, PM Modi met with many officials, including Marco Rubio and other key members of Trump's cabinet. It became clear that everything was going well. PM Modi has earned a lot of goodwill in the US recently. Tulsi Gabbard met him and she has praised him multiple times. He also met J.D. Vance recently. Here, you will also see an unofficial yet significant meeting, that is PM Modi meeting Elon Musk. Elon Musk has met PM Modi twice. He even went with his son to meet Modi separately and gave him a special gift. Now, one very interesting detail to notice: behind Elon Musk, the USA flag is displayed. This indicates that Musk was representing the US government in some way. Because of this, many reporters asked Trump whether Elon Musk met PM Modi in an official capacity as a US government representative or simply as the CEO of Tesla. For this, Trump didn't have an immediate answer. He said he would find out. But this is a significant sign that Musk was standing there with the USA flag behind him. And if you are wondering what gift Elon Musk gave to PM Modi, it was a heat tile from the Starship. I'm sure you've seen Starship, Elon Musk's grand project, through which he plans to take humans to Mars. The entire Starship is covered with heat tiles, and Musk gifted one of these heat tiles to PM Modi. Now, coming back to official matters, Trump seemed very nostalgic throughout this meeting. The word nostalgic is a beautiful one in the English language. It means reminiscing about old memories. Trump reminded PM Modi that they have been friends for a long time. And what I didn't expect, Trump actually created a collage of memories, including photos from Namaste Trump from Ahmedabad and Howdy Modi events of USA. This collage included all the articles that were published during those events. He compiled everything into a book and presented it to PM Modi. Trump hands over the book to Modi. Thank you, thank you. Now, this was quite an emotional moment. Yes, both of them are world leaders, but from a human perspective, they are two individuals who have seen each other through various global changes over the past 8 to 10 years. Both of them know that in the next 4 years, they will respectively lead the world's two most important democracies, and the relationship between both countries will only strengthen.
It's really an honor to see you, and you've been my friend for a long time, and congratulations on having done a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And he's doing a great job in India. Everybody talks about it. He's doing a really fantastic job. A great leader. Great leader.
Now, let's talk about the Bangladesh question. Both PM Modi and Donald Trump were at the White House, and the media was gathered. A journalist asked Trump about the deep state of the USA. For those who don't know, the deep state is a concept in the USA where, beyond the elected government, certain long-term officials and powerful people form a shadow government that influences decisions behind the scenes. Trump strongly believes in this theory. The journalist asked whether the deep state of the USA was responsible for the coup in Bangladesh that brought Muhammad Yunus into power. Trump responded, "Deep state had no role in this. The PM Modi has been working on this for a long time. I have been reading about it, but I will leave Bangladesh to the PM Modi ji."
And Mr. President, what you would like to say about the Bangladesh issue, because we saw and it is evident that how the deep state of United States was involved to regime change during the Biden administration. Then Muhammad Yunus made Junior Soros also. So what is your point of view about the Bangladesh?
And what is the role that the deep state played in the situation in Bangladesh?
Well, there was no role for our deep state. It was. This is something that the Prime Minister has been working on for a long time and has been worked on for hundreds of years, frankly. I've been reading about it. But I will leave Bangladesh to the Prime Minister.
Now, after this, another question was asked about USAID. For context, USAID is the United States Agency for International Development, a US government program that distributes free money worldwide. However, it often comes with strings attached, and some claim it is used to influence elections and political outcomes in different countries. A journalist directly asked Trump whether USAID tried to interfere in US elections and in India's elections. Trump replied, "It could have had a role. It's possible."
If you think USAID had a role in election interference in the US in 2020 and Indian elections in 2024.
So it could have had a role. There were a lot of bad things that happened in 2020. I think bad things happened in 2024, but it was too big to rig. We won by a tremendous margin. We won every swing state. We won the popular vote by millions of votes. So it was too big to rig. But yeah, I think they probably tried. We're looking.
Now, if you observe, this is a massive statement. If USAID indeed interfered in India's elections, this is a serious concern for us as Indians. Overall, PM Modi's visit to the White House was very successful. We saw positive visuals, and both leaders reaffirmed strong India-USA relations. Moreover, the USA has not imposed any special tariffs on India, which is another good sign. However, one key takeaway from this meeting is Trump's cryptic statement about Bangladesh. PM Modi will take care of it. What exactly does Trump mean by this? Does he imply that India will ensure democracy in Bangladesh? Or is he hinting at something else? Meanwhile, Muhammad Yunus must be quite worried, because it now seems like the USA will no longer fully support Bangladesh's current government as it did before. Another major statement from Trump acknowledging that USAID might have interfered in India's elections is also extremely concerning. Now, let's talk about Manipur where there is also a slight US connection. In Manipur, Chief Minister Biren Singh recently resigned, and now President's rule has been imposed. The reason is simple: violence in Manipur, which started in 2023, is technically still not 100% under control. Although violence has reduced in many areas, reports suggest that the situation is still unstable. If we look at the overall timeline, more than a year and 9 months have passed. In this time, over 4,700 homes have been destroyed. More than 220 people have lost their lives, official figures. Unofficial figures, quoted by some international media outlets, suggest the numbers are even higher. More than 60,000 people have been displaced. Now, you should note that Manipur has been on the radar of US media for a long time. US media has extensively covered the developments in Manipur. Several Christian outlets in the US have spun the Manipur violence as a case of persecution against Christians in India. Now, let me say something very clearly: Donald Trump has always spoken up for white people of European ancestry, whether in South Africa, India, or anywhere else. Similarly, if there is even a slight indication that Christians anywhere in the world are being persecuted, Donald Trump is likely to raise his voice because a large portion of his voter base is conservative Christians. So, imposing President's rule in Manipur is a significant move. This gives hope that the violence and unrest in the region can finally be brought under control. US media has covered this development extensively, with headlines like, "India imposes direct rule on its restive Manipur state." You might remember that about a month ago, India had banned foreigners from entering Manipur. One reason for this was an American man with a military background who was caught distributing drones in Manipur. Yes, you heard that right. An American named Daniel Cormier was caught distributing drones and bulletproof jackets to Kuki militants in Manipur. Many people were furious when a video surfaced showing this. The Americans view Manipur's situation from the perspective of Christian tribes facing persecution. They do not see the complexities of the conflict between Kuki militants and the Meitei community. They know that the Kuki tribes have largely converted to Christianity in the past few decades. Because of this, the US Commission on International Religious Freedom, USIRF, has been writing about violence against Christians in Manipur since 2023, long before Trump returned to power. Now that Trump is back, this issue is likely to gain even more attention. If this matter continues to escalate, then India has made the right decision by taking a major step in Manipur at the right time. Hopefully, under President's rule, the issues in Manipur will finally be resolved. So, tonight is going to be very interesting. Major developments are expected. If something big happens, we will make an updated video on that. By the way, what do you think Trump meant by PM Modi will take care of Bangladesh? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this video informative, hit the like button and subscribe. See you in the next one. Finally, I will ask one question. If you know the correct answer, then comment the answer below. Who is the father of Brahmos? Option A, Dr. A. Sivthanu Pillai. Option B, Dr. Upendra Kumar Singh. Option C, Dr. K. Rajlakshmi Menon. Option D, Miss Suma Varugese. If the answer is correct, I will give an heart to that.